Dear students, in lifestyle diseases and prevention subject, today we will discuss the next topic, osteoporosis. Osteoporosis causes bones to become weak and brittle. A fall or even mild stress such as bending over or coughing can cause a fracture. Osteoporosis related fractures most commonly occur in the hip, wrist or spine. Bone is a living tissue that is constantly being broken down and replaced. Osteoporosis occurs when the creation of new bone doesn't keep up with the loss of old bone. Osteoporosis affects men and women of all races. But white and Asian women, especially older women who are past menopause, are at higher risk. The symptoms of osteoporosis. There are no symptoms in the early stages of bone loss. But once your bones have been weakened by osteoporosis, you might have signs and symptoms that include severe back pain caused by a fractured or collapsed vertebra, loss of height over time, a stooped posture, a bone that breaks much more easily than expected. The most common symptoms of osteoporosis, they have characterized four major symptoms that can be easily witnessed physically. That is, decrease in the height, stooped posture, back pain, and bone fracturing, easy bone fracturing. That's all. Worldwide, more than 200 million women are affected from osteoporosis problem. And this osteoporosis problematic symptoms can be witnessed from the age of 45 to 65 years in a particular lifetime. There are a lot of reasons behind in the progression of osteoporosis, that is causative factors. So the general causes for osteoporosis includes the bones are in a constant rate of renewal. New bone is made and old bone is broken down. When you are young, your body makes new bone faster than it breaks down. Old bone and your bone mass increases. After the early 20s, this process slows and most people reach their peak bone mass by the age 30. As people age, bone masses last faster than it's created. The development of osteoporosis depends partly on how much bone mass you attained in your youth. The higher your peak bone mass, the more bone you have in the bank and less likely you are to develop osteoporosis as you age. There are four major reasons have been identified as the essential factors for the increased bone loss in over time. That includes aging, menopause, local factors, and sporadic factors. All these factors will create a condition called increased bone loss situation. At the same time, the genetical reasons causes the same increased bone loss condition with inadequate bone mass formation. So ultimately, the inadequate peak bone mass and increased bone loss will eventually result in the low bone density condition, which favors the easy and early fractures of bones. This condition leads to a very critical condition called either permanent disability or trauma. There are some risk factors which have been characterized related to osteoporosis progression. That includes gender. Women are much more likely to develop osteoporosis than men. Age. The older you get, the greater your risk of osteoporosis. Race. You are at great risk of osteoporosis if you are white or Asian descent. Family history. Having a parent or sibling with osteoporosis puts you at greater risk, especially if your mother or father fractured a hip. Body frame size. Men and women who have small body frames tend to have a higher risk because they might have less bone mass to draw from as they age. It is also proven in recent days that pregnant women are also susceptible for the problem of osteoporosis due to the increase in their body weight and increased intake of calcium. There are other lifestyle risk factors are also being listed. That includes sedentary lifestyle, smoking, lower body weight, low protein intake, heavy drinker, that is abuse, alcohol abuse, positive family history, premature menopause, breastfeeders with low vitamin D diets. Some genetical polymorphisms are also identified as causative factor for osteoporosis. That includes calcitonin receptor, estrogen receptor 1, vitamin D receptor, and low density lipoprotein related proteins. Some diseases which also encourages the progression of osteoporosis in the human body, that covers like malabsorption syndrome, liver diseases, hyperthyroidism, type 1 diabetes mellitus, cancer, chronic renal failure, chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, and sarcoidosis. These are all some of the major diseases which also favors the progression of osteoporosis in an individual. Some tablets and drugs what we taken for the treatment of some specified diseases which also ends in the problem of severe bone mass loss. That includes anti-cancer drugs, antiviral drugs, antiretroviral drugs, cyclosporin, furosemide, methotrexate, omeprazole, glucocorticoid, vitamin A, and thiazolidinediones. These are all some of the drugs which can also induce osteoporosis in an individual. It has been reported by National Osteoporosis Foundation that women lose up to 20% of their bone density in the 5 to 7 years after menopause. We'll discuss some of the major risk factors in detail. Okay, we'll start from the first risk factor, hormone levels. How far the imbalanced hormone causes osteoporosis. Sex hormones. Lowered sex hormone levels tend to weaken the bone density. The reduction of estrogen levels in women, particularly at menopause, is one of the strongest risk factors for developing osteoporosis. Men have a gradual reduction in testosterone level as they age. Treatments for prostate cancer that reduce testosterone levels in men and treatments for breast cancer that reduce estrogen levels in women are likely to accelerate bone loss. Thyroid problems. Too much thyroid hormone can cause bone loss. This can occur if your thyroid is overactive or if you take too much thyroid hormone medication to treat an underactive thyroid. Other glands. Osteoporosis has also been associated with overactive parathyroid and adrenal glands. So this is how the sex hormones, thyroid hormones, and adrenal gland hormones are having some crucial role in the progression of or acceleration of osteoporosis in an individual. So the imbalanced condition of those hormones will eventually result in the progression of osteoporosis. Next one, dietary factors. Low calcium intake. A lifelong lack of calcium plays a role in the development of osteoporosis. Low calcium intake contributes to diminished bone density, early bone loss, and an increased risk of fractures. Eating disorders. Severely restricting food intake, and being underweight weakens bone in both men and women. Gastrointestinal surgery. Surgery to reduce the size of your stomach or to remove part of the intestine limits the amount of surface area available to absorb nutrients including calcium. So, the poor uptake or absorption of calcium results in the bone loss. These surgeries include those to help you lose weight and for other gastrointestinal disorders. Steroids and other medication. Long-term use of oral or injected corticosteroid medications such as prednisone and cortisone interferes with the bone rebuilding process. Osteoporosis has also been associated with medications used to combat or prevent seizures, gastric reflux, cancer, and transplant rejection. Medical conditions. The risk of osteoporosis is higher in people who have certain medical problems, including celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease, kidney or liver disease, cancer, multiple myeloma, and rheumatoid arthritis. So, if an individual is identified with any one of these following diseases, they are also susceptible for the problem of osteoporosis in future. There are certain lifestyle choices have also been identified as the potential risk factor for osteoporosis acceleration in the human body. First one, sedentary lifestyle. People who spend a lot of time sitting have a higher risk of osteoporosis than do those who are more active. Any weight bearing exercises and activities that promote balance and good posture are beneficial for your bones. Walking, running, jumping, dancing, and weightlifting seem particularly helpful. Excessive alcohol consumption. Regular consumption of more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day may increase your risk of osteoporosis. Tobacco use. The exact role tobacco plays in osteoporosis is not clear, but it has been shown that tobacco use contributes to weak bones. Complications due to compression fractures. Bone fractures, particularly in the spine or hip, are the most serious complications of osteoporosis. Hip fractures are caused by a fall and can result in disability and even an increased risk of death within the first year after the injury. In some cases, spinal fractures can occur even if you haven't fallen. The bones that make up your spine can weaken to the point of crumpling, which can result in severe back pain, lost height, and a hunched forward posture. What are the major preventive aspects that are available among the scientific community for the issue osteoporosis? Good nutrition and regular exercise are essential for keeping your bones healthy throughout your life. Protein. Protein is one of the building blocks of bone. However, there is conflicting evidence about the impact of protein intake on bone density. Most people get plenty of protein in their diets, but some do not. Vegetarians and vegans can get enough proteins in the diet through suitable sources such as soy products, nuts, legumes, and seeds. Older adults might eat less protein for various reasons, include undigestibility. Body weight. Being underweight increases the chance of bone loss and fractures. Excess weight is now known to increase the risk of fractures in your arm and wrist. As such, maintaining an appropriate body weight is good for your bones just as it is for health in general. Calcium intake. Men and women between the ages of 18 and 50 need 1000 milligrams of calcium in a day. This daily amount increases to 1200 milligrams when women turn 50 and men turn 70. Good sources of calcium includes low-fat dairy products, dark green leafy vegetables, canned salmon or sardines with bones, soy products such as tofu, calcium fortified cereals and orange juice. However, too much calcium has been linked to kidney stones. Although it unclear, some experts suggest that too much calcium, especially in supplements, can increase the risk of heart diseases. Vitamin D supplement. Vitamin D eventually improves your body's ability to absorb calcium and improves bone health in other ways. People can get some of their vitamin D from sunlight. People without other sources of vitamin D and especially limited sunlight exposure might need a supplement of vitamin D. Most multivitamin products contain between 600 to 800 international units of vitamin D. Up to 4000 international units of vitamin D in a day is safe for most of the peoples. Exercises. Exercises can help you build strong bones and slow bone loss. Exercise will benefit your bones no matter when you start, but you will gain the most benefits if you start exercising regularly when you are young and continue to exercise throughout your life. Weight bearing exercises such as walking, jogging, running, stair climbing, skipping rope affect mainly the bones in your legs, hips and lower spine. Swimming, cycling and exercising on machines such as elliptical trainers can provide a good cardiovascular workout, but they don't improve bone health. Drugs available for the treatment of osteoporosis. Bisphosphonates for both men and women at increased risk of fracture. The most widely prescribed osteoporosis medications are bisphosphonates that includes alendronate, risdronate, ibandronate and zoledronic acid. The side effects caused by biphosphonates includes nausea, abdominal pain and heartburn like symptoms. These are less likely to occur if the medicine is taken properly with the medical physician's suggestion. Bone building medications. There are certain drugs have been identified to treat the problem of osteoporosis. Upon taking those drugs, we can improve the bone density formation processes in a good accelerated rate. Such drugs includes teriparatide, which is also known as Forteo commercially. This powerful drug is similar to parathyroid hormone and stimulates new bone growth in the body. It is given by daily injection under the skin. After 2 years of treatment with teriparatide, another osteoporosis drug is taken to maintain the new bone growth. Abaloparatide, which is also known as time loss. It is another drug similar to parathyroid hormone. You can take it for only 2 years, which will be followed by another osteoporosis medication. The last drug is romosozumab, which is also known as Evenity. This is the newest bone building medication to treat osteoporosis. It is given as an injection every month. It is limited to 1 year of treatment followed by another osteoporosis medication. So these three are the major well studied and well characterized drugs available for the bone building processes to overcome the issue of osteoporosis due to heavier bone loss in an individual. So students, with this we have discussed what is meant by osteoporosis, what are all the major symptoms of osteoporosis, what are the major risk factors for osteoporosis, how can we prevent or manage osteoporosis through dietary intake, lifestyle habits and bone building medications. That's all. So you prepare according to this flow for your university examinations, and if you have any clarification, you just contact me. Thank you so much.